Mohammed Farah Aidid was one of Somalia's most dangerous and aggressive warlords. He was instrumental in the overthrow of communist dictator Mohammed Siad Barre. After the removal of Barre, Somalia fell into a period of civil war, where rival factions competed for power, led by former military officers who became warlords. Aidid's faction became known as the United Somali Congress in 1991. Meanwhile, his son, Hussein Farah Aidid, was busy serving in the United States Marines during Desert Storm. The younger Aidid had already immigrated to the United States in 1979 at age 17. After graduating from high school, he joined the Marines and began an 8-year career. In 1992, Somalis were facing widespread famine after the breakdown of the central government. When the United Nations tried to intervene, rival factions prevented adequate distribution of food, and Mohammed Farah Aidid's USC faction began to attack UN peacekeeping forces. Aidid also began to intercept UN food shipments. After 24 Pakistani soldiers were ambushed by Aidid's fighters, the UN peacekeeping mission turned into a more aggressive operation. The unified task force led by the U.S. was mandated by the UN to prepare the way for a return to peacekeeping. President George Bush authorized Operation Restore Hope to bring the militias under control and properly distribute food to the Somali people. The first boots on the ground were the 1st Marine Expeditionary Force, which included the young Hussein Farah Aidid. And if some of these names and events seem familiar to you guys, that's because Mohammed Farah Aidid's militia was the group targeting American special operators in the Battle of Mogadishu, or more commonly known as Black Hawk Down. Mohammed Farah Aidid is never seen in Black Hawk Down, but his name is mentioned throughout the film as the man in control of the militias fighting the Americans. But by the time he became the target of Task Force Ranger in 1993, the younger Aidid already had left Somalia back to his stateside life in the Marine Corps. Hussein Farah Aidid left the U.S. military in 1995 and became a naturalized citizen shortly after. That same year, his father, back in Somalia, declared himself president of the country, a declaration not recognized by any foreign nation. His rival, Ali Mahdi Muhammad, was the recognized president, and within a year was fighting Aidid's forces for control of Mogadishu. Mohammed Farah Aidid was wounded in the battle, and he died just a month later in August 1996 from a heart attack while undergoing surgery for the wound. And 2 days later, his faction, now called the Somali National Alliance, declared his son, Hussein Farah Aidid, their leader and president of Somalia. Back in the United States, Hussein had just turned 33 and was working as a clerk for an engineering firm in California while also going to school part-time. But he dropped everything and went to Somalia to take his father's place. With it being only his 3rd visit to the country, and being about 33 years old and having little to no experience in leadership, he had no idea how to lead a country. He went back and forth between cooperating with the United Nations and continuing the fight for control of the country. He eventually renounced his claim to the presidency, signing a peace agreement with Ali Mahdi Muhammad that shared control of Mogadishu between the rival factions. Aidid also began cooperating with the United States in the days after the September 11th attacks. He informed the administration of George W. Bush about Islamist activity in Somalia and later joined the Somali Transitional Federal Government in multiple roles, along with other former warlords. He eventually defected to Eritrea after being fired from his postings, but he hired a Miami political consulting firm to help him build support for a run at becoming Somalia's legitimate president. This time, his bid for the presidency will be fought with ballots instead of bullets. And there you have it, guys. That is the story of the United States Marine who fled to Somalia and became a warlord. One of the wildest stories I've ever told here on the channel for sure. The last video I made here on the channel was about the task force that hunted his father, Mohammed Farah Aidid. And while I was doing the research for that video, I came across this article that was titled like the Marine that became a warlord or whatever. And I was like, what in the world? And I read all the way through that story and knew I had to make a video on it because I've never heard anyone talking about that. And what a wild story. I mean, what are the coincidences of all of that happening? He was a Marine kind of fighting against his father on the other side, and then flipped when his father died and went to Somalia and became a warlord while still being a reservist in the Marines. Such a crazy story, but hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think about it down in the description below. Through all of my research, one thing that I really couldn't find is what is going on with Aidid now. Like, what happened to him? Last we heard was 2007 when he had hired the Miami firm to help him become the president. The latest bit of information on him that I was able to find through my research was a post from 2021 that said he was still working his way up to becoming the president of Somalia, which is crazy. My man has been working on this for a long time. But if you guys have any updates on that, be sure to let me know down in the comments below, because I am very interested to know where he's at now and what's going on with that situation now. This is just a crazy story, and I'd love to know how it all ended up. But anyway, guys, I hope you have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for checking this video out. You guys know the drill. Get out there and crush this day. Get yourself in the gym. Get a good workout in. Now that I finished this video, I'm going straight to the gym now to get a workout in. You guys should definitely do the same. Better yourself, become more dangerous. And I get a lot of crap here in the comments for the religious stuff at the end of the videos, but I'm going to keep going with it anyway, because if I'm being honest with you guys, this world is going straight down the toilet, and it's going there freaking fast. Things are getting crazy, and Jesus is the only answer. Everybody out there is struggling, and I can't imagine going through it not knowing Jesus. So if you guys don't have a Bible, get a Bible. Start reading your Bible. Learn to pray. It's easy. It's free. I'm telling you, it will absolutely change your life. You've got nothing to lose in giving it a shot. So just try it. I guarantee you it'll make all the difference in the world. But anyway, guys, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.